Good afternoon, guys. I'm here in Inle Lake in this dry, provincial, undeveloped, beautiful part here of Myanmar. This is my last stop on the famous Burmese Triangle, which starts in Yangon, up to Bagan, to Mandalay, to where I am now in Inle Lake, and then back down to Yangon. So this is basically my last tourist stop here in Myanmar, which is sad because I've had an absolutely amazing time here in Myanmar. It's a very interesting country, that is for sure. And I've spoken more about that in other vlogs. So for the next 2 or 3 days, probably about 2 days, I'm going to explore Inle Lake. Amazing trekking hotspot. The lake's going to be beautiful. It's a freshwater lake, a lot of temples, very spiritual. It's very provincial around here, very untouched, very awesome. So I'm going to walk around the place now and check it out, see what I can find this afternoon. Should be pretty good. Alright guys, so those are some clips of the main town here at Inle Lake. Really provincial. I hope I gave you some good sights of the locals. There was actually, that leader saw there was a parade. I don't know what the parade was for, but there was a parade all around the town and I got some clips there for you. All the women dressed in traditional clothing, all the guys dancing, playing instruments. It looked super cool, but I have no idea what that was. So tomorrow I'm doing a day tour of Inle Lake. It cost me 7,000 kayak, super cheap, so all day touring the local villages, etc. So I'm super looking forward for that. Now I'm gonna go and head to my hostel, do some editing, might go out with some food later, but we'll see what happens. Alright guys, so I'm now in my hostel. This hostel is super cheap. It's the cheapest hostel in the whole of Inle Lake. It's called Friday Inn. Price was £3 British, $3.50 US dollars, and this is a dorm here. It's dingy, it's dark, it's not very nice, but it is super budget. And yeah, I'm the only person in this dorm. It's kind of like a private room, but I can't walk around butt naked because somebody might, you know, walk in. So it's not totally private, but it kind of feels like it's got to be careful how private I treat it, if you know what I mean. So at the moment, this is how you travel. When you're a backpacker, you're trying to see as much of the world as you can, and you're budgeting. You go to sort of like £3 hostels per night, $3.50 a night. But one day when I'm making more money and I stay at nicer places, I'll probably look back at these sort of hostels quite fondly. Anyway. Hi guys, what's up? It's the morning and the hostel owner is taking me on a tour of Inle Lake. Apparently, I'm like the only person in the hostel right now. But I literally am the only person in the entire hostel, so maybe it's gonna be me all day just with this guy. I literally have no idea, man, but we're gonna find out. So we're in the back of the minibus. Look, it's bouncing. Roads here are not paved, so it's like, so yeah, the day begins. No idea what to expect really. This is a pretty cool day. guys, it's the first stop here, and we're at this village, really provincial village, lots of markets, lots of locals and stuff. I don't know what it was called, and the guide speaks limited English, but we're here and it's really cool. It's like a really old temple, and you've got a dog down there just chilling, a couple of stray dogs here everywhere. Let's have a little walk through here. This is a very old temple. Damn. This looks like it may be absolutely ancient. Just trying to find where this music's actually coming from. Still don't know where it's coming from. It's somewhere down there. That is super loud. Yeah. Awesome.
Lotus fiber. Lotus is you can see only in Inle Lake, all over the world. She is making for scarf, the low for the more comfortable also. Lotus is 7 times more expensive than silk. You know silk? Yeah, because it takes a long time to make difficult to make the dress. Lotus is holy flower and very limited plants. This is pure silk of the scarf. This is Daniel tree for the gray color. This is coconut tree for the skin color. This is mango tree for the black color. Lotus leaf also 2 color mix.
This one is the normal, and there is also with a palm sugar. Yeah, I guess that is. Banana and this, that means then natural,
Alright guys, so that was fascinating. We got to see how the natural resources of Inle Lake, and there is tremendous natural resources in this lake, is now being used to create clothing and to create silver, and they're just putting the natural resources of this lake to good use. Now the Burmese economy, well, the Burmese country has a tremendous amount of natural resources, but until the economy opened up to the world in the last 6-7 years, they haven't really exported it around the world. Now they're starting to export their natural resources around the world. It's put people around Inle Lake into work. It's building the economy around here. Also, they have tourism coming to Inle Lake, but obviously now they can create more products using the wonderful natural resources of this lake, and that's good for the locals and that's good for the Burmese economy. It's nice to see just how they do create clothing and that sort of stuff here using the natural resources. Pretty cool. Alright guys, just on the way back now to the accommodation. That was a pretty good day tour. There was way too much shopping, I've got to say that, way too much shopping, but it was good. Check out all these bikes here. And it was awesome. So what was most fascinating is just how primary the Burmese economy is. And what I mean by that is everyone seems to do like very traditional jobs still. Jobs that in the West have been extinct for like 100 years since the economies have become secondary, tertiary, etc. Just to see people making tobacco and just doing these such basic natural resources primary jobs was just fascinating, and they didn't know any different. They're just happily living their life, doing their job, and so forth. So that's my hostel just down there. I'm gonna head there now. I'm going to the balcony and show you the view. It's quite a nice view actually, not too bad. So this is the top of the hostel, basically the balcony slash roof, and there you go. I'm all here on my own. So here you can see a beautiful mountain backdrop, kids down there playing volleyball. Just check you over here. This hostel is not the nicest hostel, but it's $3.50 per night, and it's basic and good. As you can see, maybe just a little bit, but the sun's kind of blocking it. There's a pagoda down there, the temple of this little town here. As you can see, it's very provincial. All right, guys, Inle Lake, amazingly beautiful place. I've never seen anywhere quite like that before. It was naturally very unique. My tripod is actually broken a little bit, so my GoPro is kind of tilting a little bit to the right. That's a little bit annoying because that's a new tripod I have to buy a better one next time. But it's been a dope time in Inle Lake. Hope I've portrayed just how provincial, how basic, and how beautiful the place is. Amazing place. I've had a great time here, and so on to the next. I'm loving my time in Myanmar. It's a fascinating country, a great country to travel, untouched beauty. Fantastic. So thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, share if you like the content. More travel content coming as always. Yeah, man. Have a great day. Peace out.